Hello and welcome everyone. I am very much excited to show you the famous loop in PHP, and that is the for each loop. By now you know how to use the for loop, and those who don't know how to use a simple for loop in PHP, they can check out my previous videos. I will give the link in the description below. So now let's talk about this for each loop. So what's the difference between a for and a for each loop? To bring out the difference with a contrast, let's jump to the editor and let me show you an example of for loop with an array, so that you get the idea where to use the for loop and where to use the for each loop, okay, for best output. So let's first write a for statement, and see, I have created a file called foreach.php which is inside our demo directory, and in the body section let's put some PHP first. Okay, now let's declare a variable and we will assign a array in it. Okay, so the variable name is days and this is an array actually, and we will put the values in the array. So let's put Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Okay, so this is our array variable with all the days in it, and now let's write the for statement first. So for, now we will write the initializer, that is our count variable, and we will assign the value of 0 in it. Why 0? I will tell you that also. And now we will check $count is less than equal to what. First I will write the expression, then I will explain it to you. Fine. So $count is less than, not equal to, sorry, just less than. $count less than count, then this again, this first brackets, and inside here we will write our array variable, that is days, $days, and then again semicolon and $count plus plus, and then the curly braces, and in here we will echo out $days, then the third bracket, and inside here $count, and before giving the semicolon, we have seen how to concatenate strings in PHP, so we will use the dot operator to concatenate the strings with the BR tag to break the line. Fine, and then we will put the semicolon. Now let's save this. Okay, so let me go to the browser. So we are in the local host and then the demo folder. So here we have our foreach.php file. Let's open this. So see, you are getting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, first let me put Wednesday here. We have missed Wednesday. So after Tuesday, here is our Wednesday. Okay, comma, not semicolon. Save this. Go to your browser, hit a refresh. Okay, so we are getting all the days of the week printed, right? So what is happening here? Actually, we have declared an array called days with all the days of the week inside it, and then we have declared a for loop. In the for loop, we have set the count variable with a value of 0. Why 0? Because we will be printing out each and every value of this array, and as I have told you that the first element of array has an index position of 0. The array index starts with a 0. That's why we need to access this item. Therefore we will need to refer it, we need to refer to its index position, and that is 0. Therefore we will start with a 0. Okay, and we have to go till the very last item. So we also have to keep track of the number of elements we have in our array. This is simple. Okay, fine, we have 7 items in here. We know that we can count it by our fingers only. Okay, but suppose you have a very big array with a lot of items in it, then you won't be able to count the items on your own, but you need to know the number of items to get till there. Okay, so here what I have used a PHP inbuilt function, that is this count not dollar count, just count. So this is doing, this is counting the number of items in our array. See, in this function inside we have put our $days variable, that is our array variable. So this function will return the number of items we have in our array, and that is 7. Don't confuse with this $count and this count. Okay, this count is an inbuilt function of PHP. If I do some spelling mistakes, then it won't work. But $count, this $count is our predefined variable. We can name it anything. Both of them are different. Okay, don't confuse here. So this is returning the number of items we have in our array. And then again, this is the counter variable. We are incrementing our $count variable. So the control is coming here. First it has first the control comes here and it assigns this array to this variable days. Then the control comes here and it sees the initialization with a value of 0 in our count variable. Then the control comes here and it checks whether $count is less than equal to this expression, that is 7. So $count is less than equal to 7, that is 0 less than 7, not equal to, sorry, 0 is less than 7, true. Then the control comes here, what it does, it prints this. So what is this? $days, and inside this third bracket there is $count. So this is actually $days and 0, because our count value is 0 right now. So what it does, it prints the item that we have in our index 0, that is $days 0, that is Sunday. Okay, so it prints Sunday and then it breaks the line. Then the control again from here goes here. Okay, the control then comes here and then it increments the count variable to 1. Now the control again comes here and it is now assigned to now the count variable is has a value of 1. Now again the control comes here, it checks whether 1 is less than 7 or not, true. Then it again comes here and then it prints Monday and then again breaks the line. So it will continue till here, and once the count variable is 7, okay, once the count variable is 7, then it will check that 7 is less than 7 or not, which is false. Then the execution will stop. See, we need only till 6. Okay, here $days, and inside here if the count variable is 6, that means we are getting the last item, the 7th item, because we are starting with an index of 0. That means this is at the index position of 6. So when the count variable becomes 7, we get the statement returns a false and the execution stops. So this is a simple for loop with the example of an array. So what we are doing, we are getting the length of the array by using this count function we have in PHP. Now let me show you what for each is and how to use a for each loop and why it is very much widely used in PHP. Okay, and I must tell you that you need to practice this for each loop because it will be used in a lot of places. Okay, so don't neglect this, learn it by heart. Okay, now let's copy this array because we don't want to write this big array once again. So let's just paste it in here, and now we will write the for each statement directly. For each, then the name of our array, that is $days, then a keyword as, and now we will have to make up any variable name. Let's call it day. Okay, now the curly braces, and in here we will write the echo statement with $day and concatenate it with a br tag. Save this Okay, see, this is commented out. Okay, so that means this code will not work. Now save this, go to your browser and hit refresh. See, we are still getting this. Okay, that means our for each loop is working. If I comment this out, let me show you that also, and save this. Now if I go to the browser and hit refresh, see, it disappeared. That means our for loop was working. Not the for loop, the for each loop was working. Now save this, come here, hit refresh. Cool, right? So now let me explain it to you what is happening here. So we must declare our array first. If we need to access the array, okay, we should have the array. So this is our array, and here we have the for each statement, and inside this first bracket we have the $days, which is the array. So what it is doing is that it is taking each and every item. It is guessing in its own that okay, this is the first item, this is the second item, and this is the last item. It can assume that. So what it is doing in this for each statement, $days, the whole array comes here. Then in this $day variable, it is putting each and every item one by one. So the control comes here, and in this $days our whole array comes, and then the first item is assigned to this $day variable. Then the statement comes here, it sees that it echoes out $day, which is Sunday first. Okay, first it is assigned with the value of sun, that's why it will echo out Sunday and with a break tag. Now once again the control comes here, it has this array already here. Now it on its own will assign the second item in this $day variable. So now Monday is assigned here. The control will come here, it will print Monday with a break statement, and then again the control then again the $days will have this whole array, and $day will get the value of Tuesday. So this will continue till the last value will be assigned to $day. Then it will execute this statement. Then once again the control will come here, and it will try to fill this $day with the next item, but it will see that there is no next item, so the execution will stop on its own. So this is very much easy to write. See guys, here we need to declare a count variable to start from 0 index. Then we need to use another function to take out the number of items in our array variable so that we can go till there. Okay, but here we don't need to start with the 0 index on our own by assigning a value of 0 to some variable, and we are not even checking the length of the array till where we have to execute the program. That is also it is doing on its own. So it is very much convenient to use with a large number of data. So this is the famous for each loop in PHP. I'm feeling like that I should also show you one more thing here, but I'm not sure that whether you will able to take the load or not, but I will do my part. I will show it to you. You may practice this till now where I have shown you. You can practice this, then you can once again watch the other half. So consider this to be the other half. So now we have our array, and for those who have practiced array, they should know that this is a simple array. We also have associative array in PHP. Like the indexes, we can explicitly assign the indexes of our array. So let me just show you that what I'm talking about. So let me do one thing. Let this be commented out, and here once again let's copy this line, paste it in here, and now once again let's write the for each statement, but with a twist. So here we will once again have our $days variable, which is the array variable. Now we will write as. Now we want the index to be printed as well, and the value also. So I want the index of this Sunday to be printed and the value as well. So what I will write, $days as $key, then this sign, then $value. So this is called actually the key value pair. You can name this variable anything you wish, and you can also name this variable anything you wish. Okay, but this $days matters. You have to exactly name it same as the name of the array. So what will happen here, at every instance when the control will come here, it will assign the first index here, the index 0, and the value of the first index here. So if I write echo $key, then concatenate it with a colon, and then again here concatenate it with a dollar value, and then again concatenate it with the BR tag to break the line. So I hope we don't get any errors. Let's save this and go to the browser and hit refresh. Beautiful, right? So here now you can see the index and the value at the same time. So Sunday was in the 0 index, Monday was at the first index, and Saturday is at the 6th index. So this is the best usage of this for each statement. When you will define an index explicitly, then you will get the more idea of what's the importance of this key value pair, which I have shown you right now. Suppose here we have, let me just this Tuesday, I'm making it an associative array kind of thing with an explicit index. I'm giving an explicit index to this Tuesday value. So I will put it as the third day of the week, and here let's do like this. So what I'm doing here, I am giving the index explicitly. Now let's just save this and come here and hit refresh. Okay, so see here we have our 0 index with the value of Sunday, then our first index with the value of Monday, then the third item we have given the index explicitly, that is the third day of the week. So this is how you can use both the index and the value in an array by using this for each statement, where you don't even have to give the count variable, count function to count the numbers of item in the array. You don't even need to assign the first index, that is 0, for this program, and you can use both the index and the value at the same time with this key value pair. So this is very much convenient to use when you will do real life projects, and I hope you're getting the knowledge out of it. I just want you to practice it more and more so that you become confident about it. So just go through arrays, go through for loops, try to do some logic building with for loops and array all together, and then do some heavy level coding with this for each statement. Create a array of your own, try to print some more some explicit indexes with the values in it. So just practice, guys, and if you are liking my videos, then please do like my videos. Comment down below what you are liking, what should I improve so that the tutorials get more better, and please do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and I will meet you in the next lecture. Till then, thank you and have a great day.